baby. Welcome back to Bremerton 76. Your usual, honey? A large biscuits and gravy? No, wait, maybe a breakfast burrito? Oh, you want a sausage, egg, and cheese breakfast sandwich. Which one are you going to have today, darling? The bagel, croissant, English muffin, or biscuit? A breakfast burrito too, sugar? You must be hungry. And a large cup of coffee? Oh, you be careful now. Here at Bremerton 76, it's always hot. Oh, how about a brownie for later? No, we make them fresh. Thank you, baby. We'll see you later for lunch here at our deli. We have those burgers you love with all the fixings and our special sauce. Bye now. Y'all come back now to Bremerton 76. You know where to find us, honey. Right here on the corner of Rydell Road and Wheaton Way in East Bremerton.
Okay, welcome back. Second half action about ready to get underway. K-Mac with Jim Fortune. Knights going right to left. Here to start things off here in the second half. It's head on top to Turner. Near side to Taylor, back it on top to Turner. Knights lead it by 12 here at the break. Here's Taylor for three. Swash dog Taylor. Boy, he needed to pick a good time to give the Knights a 15-point lead, their biggest lead of the night. Collins out on top to Barbie. 37-22 Bremerton. Collins drives baseline. Misses the shot. Anderson yanks down the rebound. His gunner did underneath as Collins ripped the ball away. The ball is still balling around. Collins again comes out with it. Feeds out to Barbie for three. And rattles it in. Javon Barbie. That's his fourth three. He's got 15.
He's legit. Barbie's legit.
Down Anderson feeds the far side to Davis. Drives in. Teardrop runner short. Ball tapped up by Allen. Controlled by the Cardinals. Javon Barbie sprints down in the front court. Taylor on him. He'll stop and pop off the mark. Ball volleying around. Saved for going out of bounds by Godful. And then a foul called on the Cardinals, which will go against Barbie.
I predicted at the start of the game, Kevin, this is going to come down to who rebounds better.
Sorry, I had my microphones tangled up. I had to get edges again, but with better mic, headset mic. Inside to Frank Allen, up fakes, dipsy-do, how are you? Frank Allen, he's got 5-4 now here in the contest. Nice lead at 39-25. Collins in the front court, near angle. Barbie now with it. Near side to Collins. Turner on him. And even, I think you mentioned him, been working a lot of back picks here today. Barbie drives the baseline left, spins up as a shot blocked by Frank Allen, controlled by Taylor. Feeds ahead for Davis. Goes up, glides into the lane, and lays it off the window. And there's a steal to Taylor. Up fakes, drives in, hangs in the air. Can't get it to go down. Tapped up by Frank Allen. He'll rip the ball away. Gets tied up on the play. Possession there will go towards the Franklin Pierce Cardinals. Nice lead of 41-25. Lead it by 16.
Franklin's battled in their heart against three players. Almost had it.
Nice biggest lead, sits at 16. Here's Godful in the front court, hands off to Javon Barbie. He's a great talent for the schedule for Franklin Pierce. Javon Barbie. Collins works against Turner, elevates. Leaves it short. Ball volleyed around. Collins again comes up with it. Goes up. Frank Allen swats at it and draws a foul.
Gives him 3 fouls, so Davis has got to make a choice here. One more.
Davis showing up. I don't think he got caught on camera, but he was showing he just going to go up with the hands straight up in the air. Collins will bend, flex, and rotate the first free throw up and in.
Well, it gets kind of heady. You're making block shots. 1, 2, 3 in a game, so you want more. It doesn't mean block shots. You get the same adrenaline rush you get from shooting a three.
Free throw by Collins, hits the heel of the iron, pops the pie in the air. Controlled by Frank Allen, hands off to Davis. He comes into front court for the Bremerton Knights. Sets up the fist play. I guess we'll find out what that is as he hands off to Turner. We all learn something throughout the game. what the fist play is. Obviously going to Jalen Davis. Just fades and fires from the baseline. 43-26. Nice lead by 17. Their biggest lead of the night. It keeps on growing. And a turnover. Exiting the near wing was Disney. Collins fired it. And it sails by his vacant spot and out of bounds. Turnover by the Cardinals.
You know, Coach Jesse caught me at halftime out in the hallway, and he said Franklin Pierce's problem, they have no point guard. And the more that I watch, he's right. They got guys that can handle the ball, but they don't really have a legitimate point guard.
Anderson near angle. Has Disney on him. To Davis. Nice feed underneath. Jumping in was Davis, running free count on the far post, who lays it up and in precision vision by Jalen Davis. 45-26, lead it by 19. And a timeout called.
Down to 22 seconds. They had 2 seconds to get the ball across, and they haven't even got past the free throw line.
They've already had 2 or 3 10-second violations in this game, and just in the first half alone. Timeout on the floor. We will step aside as well. Portion of this broadcast is presented by PC Parts and Service.
Did you know PC Parts and Service is KidSap's #1 Apple and PC specialist? Did you know PC Parts and Service offers world-class repairs on your desktop, laptop, Apple, all-in-one, and gaming systems? Did you know PC Parts and Service has the widest selection of computer parts and accessories in KidSap County? Did you know PC Parts and Service offers same-day or next-day repair service on all computers? Did you know PC Parts and Service offers malware and virus removal with flat fees for in-store labor? Now you do. PC Parts and Service, 1210 Sylvan Way. For inquiries, call 360-373-0424.
Okay, and I do see B-Cat up on the far side. Well, good runner he went. Is that Doc up there? Is
That is Doc with the headset on, and
nice.
that is Zemer, the filmer. Zemer's got headphones on too, so
I bumped into Kitty the other day, and she is retired from B-Cat Broadcasting, and she's a grandmother now, she said, and spending a lot of time with her grandkids and enjoying a time away from the mic. So good for her. And I was worrying about Docs. I really haven't seen. We were talking about them the other day. I think they spend most of their time at CK games. And it's inside, and Turner grabbed it. There's a foul.
could have gone underneath him with the Franklin Pierce disguising his armpit, sticking his hand out there, kind of like he was trying to steal candy out of the jacket.
Down Anderson has a quick word for him. This experience of a senior will bring to you. Barbie with the basketball, gets defensive down. Anderson drives in, kicks out to Collins baseline. Good defense on him by Turner. Back on top to Brim. Down to Barbie. The 8 on the shot clock. Drives in, up fakes from 13, and gets to kind bounce. Devon Barbie. (45-28) Bremerton. 3:27 to go here in the third quarter. Davis goes up for 14 to the shot clock by Brim. Controlled by Davis. Near side from Turner. Wouldn't drop. Barbie will bring the ball out of back court. 25 seconds on the shot clock as he comes in the front court. 3:05 to go here in the third. 23 fouls called here in the third. Barbie tries to get him to a rhythm. The first side to Collins, again working against the defensive Turner. Pops from 16 off the mark. Dipping up high in the air and pulling down the rebound is Frank Allen. He hands off to Turner, or Taylor rather. He comes across half court, gives it up to Davis. Grim on him defensively. 2:41 to go here in the third. Taylor Davis gives to a stop. Feed it far side to Taylor. Tried to post up Frank Allen. Here's Isaacson with a steal, and he ties him up, just flings Frank Allen into the first row of seats off to the far side of the floor. And here's Ebenete Similai coming in for the Cardinals. Stepping out is Jordan Disney. Down Anderson, one bounds on the far side of the floor. Turner will drift into backcourt to perhaps receive the inbounds as Barbie will stock him all the way back in the front court, beat him at three-quarter court. He's going to hurry to get it across. And he finally does. There's Turner. Drives in, hangs in the air, trying to feed underneath the ball, jabbed away by Collins. And out of bounds. Shot clock violation on the Bremerton Knights. 2:22 to go here in the third. In a packed house here at Mount Tahoma High School. This is awesome stuff. Similai turns the basketball over, just could handle the pass.
See what I'm saying? Mount Tahoma doesn't have a point guard. And what's a point guard's job? A point guard's job is to control the game, to control his team offense. So they don't have a particular floor general out there.
Perhaps, but you also got to catch the pass too if it's possible to you, right? I mean, here's Davis for three on the stop and pop off the mark. The catch and shoot, wouldn't drop for Jalen Davis. Here's Barbie in the front court. Cardinals just need some offense. The Knights defense has been suffocating like it has been all year long.
Well, they want to drive. Frank Pierce wants to drive inside like Barbie's doing right now and get the little bitty 12 and then
and the shots wouldn't drop that time for the Cardinals.
yeah, but you see
They're getting a lot of offensive rebounds, just can't get those to drop down.
no, they rebound very, very well, but they're trying to drive in and get a 5-6 footer, and then if they miss it, get the rebound. They really don't shoot well beyond that, other than Barbie does have some long range.
Collins with it, handled by Turner. Here's an overplay by Davis. Look out. He just drives in with the left hand and scores. Nathan Davis. 47-28. Knights lead it by 19. Collins, free throw line to Barbie. Allen on him, feeds it back out to Collins for three off the mark. Rebound tapped in the hands of Taylor, who weaves his way out of backcourt. Frank Allen on the baseline, bumped by Isaacson, tosses one up, and it won't drop. But Isaacson whistled for the foul. He puts his palms up. He goes, "What did I do?" Well, you bumped him, and he missed a shot. And sending Frank Allen to the free throw line for the Knights, who lead it by 19 with 55.3 seconds to go here in the third quarter play. The Knights have jumped out from the outset, Jim, and they have not looked back yet. Allen with the free throw, back iron, no good. And stepping off the bench is Jim Rack Newman Godful for the Cardinals.
This reminds me a lot right now of last year's postseason where Bremerton was catching teams by surprise. And I think that's exactly what happened today with Franklin Pierce. Franklin Pierce did not expect this.
Allen couldn't get either free throw to drop down. Nice hit by 19. He's been the biggest lead of the night. Time running down. First time to Simla. Shot up there by Turner. Still by Taylor. Near side to Turner for left-hand three. Got it. Big money. Jaden Turner to ripple into triple for the Bremerton Knights. His first three of the day. It was 50-28. The Knights lead it by 22. From near baseline, Barbie won't drop. Down to Anderson, the rebound, feet to the head to Jalen Davis. Goes in, draws a foul, knocked down. Hard on the hardwood, fouled by Brem. And Jalen Davis will go to the free throw line, looking to extend the lead for Bremerton, who lead it by 22 with 13 seconds to go here in the third quarter of play.
What Anderson just did is one of the reasons why Bremerton's ahead. He gets a defensive rebound about 3/4 the way up the paint, takes one step, and is already shooting the ball down the court to Davis, who's streaking down the court. It's hard to stop.
That's why I'm lobbying for him to be part of perhaps our player of the game. He's done all the little things that are so big in a game that you need, such as this. 51-28. Into 52-28. Sure. Are you picking Dallin Anderson? Shot for the quarter. That's civil. The 6'4" senior.
Let me think about it. I'll get back to you.
McWhorter will step in. Allen will step out. Knights have built themselves up a cushion, however, with 7.4 seconds to go here in the third. Matthews. There's Davis. That's who they want the ball in his hands. He's out to Taylor for three at the buzzer. Air ball, but the Knights have gone through 3/4 of play. And the Franklin Pierce Cardinals have yet to have the lead. The Knights have led it from the from the opening gun
It helped Franklin Pierce to 6 points.
in the third quarter of play. Meanwhile, the Knights have scored 18. 18-6 by the Knights here in the third quarter of play. We'll move to the fourth. The Knights all over the Franklin Pierce Cardinals. 52-28. You're listening to Bremerton Knights basketball on your Bremerton Basketball Broadcasting Network.
Stress symptoms can affect your body, your thoughts, feelings, and behavior without realizing it. Stress that is left unchecked can contribute to health problems. At Manette Day Spa, our highly trained massage expert therapist can recognize problem areas to ease away everyday stress with a variety of massage methods. You owe it to your body. Call Manette Day Spa to book your appointment today. 360-405-0293.
Okay, I'm going to have to need a massage by the time we get through this game. You know, tensed up watching Bremerton Knights basketball. Feeling a little better about things, however, though, is the Knights leading at 52-28.
Well, and actually, this is the kind of game that Bremerton needs for the state seeding. You come in and you beat a team that's only lost 3 games when undefeated in their league, in the championship game. That speaks, Bremerton's, that speaks volumes for Bremerton. And, they're ranked 5th in the state, but this game is basically proving they're ranked. Franklin Pierce is ranked also. They're ranked down about 9th.
Okay, so we'll inbounds and they'll get everybody going the right way.
Confusion. Bremerton thought it was their ball, but ball goes to Franklin Pierce instead.
Left to right, go to Franklin Pierce Cardinals. Near side to Smith. They feed it inside to Isaacson. Floppy hair and beard, toss in the backcourt, being over and back violation. Bremerton Knights basketball, not the way Franklin Pierce wanted to start the fourth quarter of play.
No, not at all.
Knights will inbound to Matthews. Matthews, Anderson, McWhorter, Turner, and Davis. The 5 for the Bremerton Knights. Rigging is Barbie, Smith, Brim, the Godful, Brim, and there's a nice get the ball back to Davis, who scores. 54-28. Knights lead it by 26. At 24, excuse me. North Mason Education again. Here's Brim off the mark. Ball volleyed around. Davis comes down. Anderson comes out of the fray with it. And Mike Davis going to burn a timeout. It'll be a full timeout. We'll step aside as well. A portion of this broadcast is presented by Tiny Muslim Sign Shop. You're listening to Bremerton Knights basketball on your Bremerton Basketball Broadcasting Network.
Whether you're starting a business or already have one, express yourself with Tiny Mushroom Sign Shop. Signage-based company providing services such as vinyl decals, business cards, graphic design, banners, flyers, and more. So whatever your needs are, come visit our professionals at Tiny Mushroom Sign Shop at 605 North Callow in Bremerton. To set up an appointment and to see how Tiny Mushroom Sign Shop can help you, call us at 360-479-9090. Express yourself with Tiny Mushroom Sign Shop.
Well, one run is 26-point lead. Because you wanted to, go ahead, yeah.
I was over there watching the state champion Bremerton cheerleaders, throwing the flyers around. I was thinking, what if I'd been in high school and a girl, would I want to have been the flyer, the one they throw up? I think I would have thrown up.
They're doing a great job over there, too.
They're back-to-back state champions.
Okay, Knights with the basketball and the big lead. With 6:55 to go here in the fourth. Didn't see this one coming. And that's where you start asking yourself, are the Knights really that good? And it appears that they are.
Yeah, no, there's aspects of their game that are excellent, and they catch teams by surprise. So this is their first athletic test of the season, the most athletic team they've played. They played some physical teams.
I really thought I would see them double team Jalen Davis more. They haven't done that really at all today. Here's Davis driving in, spins into the lane, elevates from 14 feet, and rims off right into hands of Collins. Brings the ball out of back court.
I don't think Franklin Pierce got Jalen Davis was that good, and I thought they thought they had their athletes to handle it one-on-one.
Barbie to Disney to the baseline, spring short range is gone full, can't convert. Davis with the rebound.
You're not going to make a comeback if you don't make shots like that.
6 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter of play. Knights all over the Cardinals, 54-28. They held Bainbridge yesterday, what, 44 points, was it?
Yep. Well, it would have been less. I mean, the bench got a lot of playing time in the fourth quarter and gave up a lot of points.
54-40, I think, was that.
Yeah.
And
It was 64-44 was what that's right.
I told Dan Williams it was going to be 54-40. He thought it was going to be 80-something, so I was going to bet him a cold one on that, but I would have won anyways. Here, Jalen Davis, guys, in too strong off the window. Barbie with the rebound. Quick outlet pass to Goffel. Comes in the front court. Skids to a stop. Half back off to Barbie. Time is of essence now for the Cardinals. Barbie dribbles it off his foot and out of bounds.
Two plays down now for Franklin Pierce where it's just on a while. It just shows you how frustrated they are. They're in a situation they really didn't expect.
5:33 to go here in the game.
And this is the team, Kevin, the scores averages 71 points a game, and they got 21.
Taylor will work around the perimeter, hands off to McCorder. Goes out on top. Has Jalen Davis even stepped off the hardwood today? Feeds it inside, jabbed away. So saved from going out of bounds by Davis, who retrieved his own errant pass. Matthews elevates too strong, and a shot clock violation on the Bremerton Knights. Goes back to Franklin Pierce. I didn't think so. Just like Harshman for Annie Wright. He played the entire game too.
Oh, steal by Matthews. Come on, Enoch, convert that.
Up fakes and draws the foul. Enoch Taylor underneath. Again, a good play to get the defender off their feet. So when you go back up, you know you most likely will get the foul called. And he did. And Enoch Taylor will go to the free throw line. Enoch Taylor just 5 points here tonight. He'll bend, flex, and the rebound the shot will come right back to him off. He hits the heel of the iron. This is the first free throw. 5:02 to go here in the fourth quarter. K-Mac, Jim Portune, Mount Tahoma High School. Here on a Saturday afternoon, the free throw is up and good by Taylor. I'm thinking so. I do know it's Sunday is going to be a do-nothing day after back-to-back broadcasts. They got to get it across again. Almost another 10-second violation, the Knights cause. Here's a long three, far side air ball. Collins with a rebound, goes up, gets fouled on the baseline. He'll go to the free throw line, shooting two for Franklin Pierce. Well, my Davis can check one box. He'll finally get yeah. Free throw up and good by Collins. Frank Allen back in for the Knights. Enoch Taylor will step out for Bremerton. .45 to go here in the game. The next free throw rolls in and out. Rebound pulled down by Davis. He must have a double-double tonight. Do you have that? Do you keep those rebounds and stuff over there? He's at Lumen Field, I think. Yep. Offensive rebound by Bremerton. Gets a new fresh shot clock.
Taking a three, which is wide open. He backs it back out to milk some more time. They're strict in this game as much as they can.
Doggone right. Drives in, kicks out. Matthews wide open. Still got 10 on the shot clock. Driving in is Didn't see that was Junior Davis McWhorter, but he got another offensive rebound for the Bremerton Knights. Again, she used some clock. Far side to McWhorter, launches a three. Looks good. It is Junior Davis McWhorter to ripple the triple. His second three of the day. He's got 6. In a 55-28, the biggest lead tonight by 30 is steal by the Knights. Davis starts with it and scores. With 3.5 minutes to go here in the fourth, the Knights lead it by 32. A timeout called by the Franklin Pierce Cardinals. As the Knights lead it 60-29. 31-point lead. And there's a timeout on the floor. We will step aside as well. You're listening to Bremerton Knights basketball on ISBSports.com. Your home for Bremerton Knights basketball.
Pictures are worth more than 1,000 words. Memories are priceless. The Almost Candid Photography's award-winning photographer Johnny Walker will capture the moment and bring your photos to life. From heritage photos, sporting events, to senior photos. When you look at them, it's just like it happened. Almost Candid creates unique memories that will last a lifetime. For inquiries, call 360-297-1347 or stop by at 337 Pacific Avenue in Bremerton. Almost Candid Photography, because every image deserves a great frame.
Okay, and well, frame this. 60-29, Knights on top of the Franklin Pierce Cardinals. Cardinals basketball going left to right. Grimm doesn't get it back out from Disney. Tried to get it to Barbie far side, and again an overplay by the Bremerton Knights defense jabs the ball out of play.
Hey, during that break, I called George on my cell phone, and he says that Zora has 8 rebounds.
And he would know that how?
George knows everything.
Is he listening in the broadcast somewhere? Okay.
He's in Newmanfield. He's in.
All right, well, thanks for listening, George. Good old George. 8 rebounds, 30 points, 8 rebounds. Driving in as Barbie hangs in the air, but too strong. Got a volleyball match out here. Probably tapped to Matthews. On the run, 2-on-1. Matthews goes up too strong. And the ball jabbed off McWhorter and out of bounds. Popping up in some kind of pain is Jordan Disney.
That's what it looks like when you're dribbling down on a fast break and you go the left side of the key, but you have no left-handed layup in your repertoire.
Anderson will check out. He's about as pumped as anybody. Dylan McKay will step on the hardwood for the Bremerton Knights. And a pass back from Disney to Brim. Well, Brim, you should have caught that. He's blaming that pass on Disney, but he hit him right in the hands. No blame there. And to Davis, who's going to retreat, and then Knights are going to use some more time off that shot clock. With 2:45 to go here in the game. Thanks for tuning in to ISBN Sports Facebook page. You can watch the replay in our YouTube section. Here's a straightaway three by Junior Davis McWhorter. His third three. He's got 9. It is 63-29. The Knights all over the Cardinals here this afternoon. Far side to Disney. Davis on him. Disney will fire air ball without the toe of McKay. Going up with it is Godful, and he goes out of Knight and out of bounds. Here comes Lamuda. And Liggins and Medina in. McWhorter will step out. Daden Davis will take his first seed of the day. Literally played 31 and a half minutes of this game. Almost. Yeah, pretty close. About 29 and a half minutes of this game. Barbie's free throw won't drop. And that's just been the story for the Cardinals. Cold shooting and just couldn't get things to go down from inside, outside. And I'd like to see Bean hit a three as it plays this. This place would come unglued.
Top the key and near the end of the game, and he thought about taking that three, but he passed it off. I asked him, I said, hey, did you think about taking a three? And he goes, yeah.
Barbie will roll in the free throw. 63-30. Knights lead it by 33. Here's Leggins to Bean. Showing, hangs in the air from short range, back iron, pops the ball up high in the air, corralled in by McClendon. Here's JoJo McLean. You got to learn some new names. Here's Valentine. And driving in is McLean off the mark. Rebound pulled down and in by DJ Valentine. 63-32 and a minute and a half to go. And Dallin Anderson is my pick for the player of the game. I thought what he brought out in the floor from the outset was incredible. And McKay for three. Dylan McKay. Just a ripple, the triple for McKay. 66-32. Knights all over the Cardinals here this afternoon, and a foul on the defensive end. Going to go against Tony Medina, the 6'2 junior. I want to thank out to Homer for having us out here. Rhonda Stinson, our athletic director, has been more than welcoming to get us in the building today. I called her early this morning after we learned what we were going to be at today from the Bremerton win yesterday. And I called her at 7 or so this morning in her office, and she called me right back. Didn't leave me hanging. DJ Valentine, a quick 5 off the bench for the Cardinals. And the Knights will wait to hear their fate. Do you know what their fate looks like, Jim? Do you have your bracket there? So we'll have to find out, and then we'll let you know. Nice foul going to go against Dylan McKay. Academic at this point. As the Knights lead at 66-34. The Knights, the mighty Knights, the Bremerton Knights. No chink in their armor. Not today. They're showing the Cardinals a pecking order on the hardwood. And the Bremerton fans come to their feet here in Mount Tahoma. All the way around us. Their final score, the Bremerton Knights 66. And the Franklin Pierce Cardinals 34. Dallin Anderson will be our player of the game. When we come back, you're listening to Bremerton Knights Basketball on your Bremerton Basketball Broadcasting Network.
Starting a business or already have one, express yourself with Tiny Mushroom Sign Shop. Science-based company providing services such as vinyl decals, business cards, graphic design, banners, flyers, and more.